Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice session that just happened for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Now, before we get into it, here is how they finished. Jorge Martin was fastest from Aleix Espargaro, Pecco Bagnaia, Enea Bastianini, Jack Miller, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Brad Binder, Maverick Vinales, Marco Bezzecchi, Marc Marquez, Franco Morbidelli, Raul Fernandez, Pedro Acosta, Alex Marquez, Miguel Oliveira, Fabio Quartararo, Johan Zarco, Alex Rins, Luca Marini, Augusto Fernandez, Joan Mir, Taka Nakagami, and Remy Gardner. Now, business really picked up in the last 10 minutes with Jorge seizing control of what was going on. But, he definitely does look like he has the pace and he has a point to prove. Saying that, when you look at the times, there is maybe 14 bikes, nearly 15 bikes within a second on one of the longest tracks that we go to. So it is going to be very interesting to see what happens in the race as there's a lot of riders on the pace. Pecco Bagnaia and Aleix Espargaro, they looked very solid and they look like they do have a very, very good pace. So does Enea Bastianini. Jack Miller was quite a surprise and a good surprise to see Jack up there. He definitely needs a good run of things, and he definitely has the upper hand over Brad Binder, who was up to 10 minutes to go, was over a second behind Jack. Fabio Di Gianantonio, it was a good day for him. Also learning that he will have a GP25 next season in the VR46 team. Maverick Vinales, I thought he may be a little bit more forward, but again, saying that he is not so far behind if you look at it like within 3 or 4 tenths of a second, so not bad after all. And Marco Bezzecchi is strong, showing from him, we know the trouble that he is having with the front end of the bike. Marc Marquez, again, good enough session for him. Franco Morbidelli, good as well. Raul Fernandez, definitely a call out for him. His first day on the 2024 full spec Aprilia is not doing so bad, ahead so far of Miguel Oliveira. Pedro Acosta, again, didn't look on it today, but again, he is still within a second of the fastest, so definitely more time to come from him. Alex Marquez as well. Miguel Oliveira, not a bad day, but again, he is the last factory Aprilia home so far. Fabio Quartararo, the pace just doesn't seem there for both Yamahas. Rins did have an off with about a minute or so to go. Johan Zarco didn't do too bad. Luca Marini again seems to have turned a little bit of a corner. He's no longer the slowest Honda out there. Augusto Fernandez and Joan Mir, same kind of story for Joan Mir. Going backwards realistically. Augusto Fernandez again, just no going forward. Taka Nakagami, slowest Honda, which is strange. And Remy Gardner, big shout out to Remy. Although he is the bones of 2 or 3 seconds off the front runners, he is there or thereabouts with the Hondas and Augusto Fernandez. So big shout out for him in his only his second Grand Prix weekend on a Yamaha. All in all, I thought it was a pretty good practice session. Really hard to pick tomorrow's race winner. Going on pace, I would have to think it's going to be Pecco. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Who do you think are going to win the race tomorrow? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.